Students, today we have to start with the last topic of this chapter, that is guttation and bleeding. And before moving towards the guttation and bleeding, we must know the difference between evaporation and transpiration. So evaporation, it is the loss of water in the form of water vapor through the surface of the water bodies, whereas in transpiration there is the loss of water in the form of water vapor through the aerial parts of the plant. Okay, then evaporation is a physical process which is controlled only by the external factors like temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure and other, whereas transpiration is a physical as well as vital it means which helps a plant or animal to survive. So transpiration is a physical and a vital process which is controlled by the external factors and internal factors. We have already discussed the internal factors, that the opening and closing of stomata helps to regulate the rate of transpiration. Then evaporation, it is a fast process and transpiration is a slow process. Now what is exudation or exudate? So exudation, it means outside. Udation, it means something moving out in the form of liquid. Okay, so exudation, it means to ooze out or sweat out a fluid, and the substance which is oozed out is known as what? Exudate. And this exudation occurs in two ways in plants. And what are the two ways in plants? One is guttation and the other is bleeding. Now what is guttation? Guttation, it means to pour out. Pour out, it means something is given out in the form of liquid. So what is given out? The droplets of water with dissolved minerals is given out from the margins of the leaf. Okay, along the margins of the leaf, and it especially occurs in the morning. And in which condition it will occur? It will occur in warm and humid condition. And as you know, humidity decreases the rate of transpiration, whereas the root continues to absorb water from the soil. So this imbalance, more water is absorbed and less transpiration occurs. So this increases the hydrostatic pressure, and due to this increased hydrostatic pressure, the excess water is forced out from the tips of the veins of the leaves, like this. From the tips of the veins of the leaf, the excess water is oozed out in the form of droplets. And why this happens? Because the rate of transpiration decreases, whereas the absorption of water is same. Absorption of water is more and rate of transpiration is less. So this imbalance creates a hydrostatic pressure. This imbalance will create a hydrostatic pressure, and due to this increased hydrostatic pressure, the specialized cells is present on the leaf margin which helps in guttation, and that specialized cells is known as what? Hydathodes. THODES. Okay, hydathode cells. So this increased hydrostatic pressure will open the hydathode cells and water will be released out in the form of droplets. Okay, clear? So what is hydathodes? Hydathodes are pore bearing structure. Where it is present on the margins of the leaf. What is its function? It helps in guttation, and it is present, this type of guttation is commonly found in these types of plants like banana, nasturtium, strawberry. Okay, now what is bleeding? Bleeding happens due to injury. Just like animals bleed, loss of blood from the injured parts, here also when the plant body is injured, so from the injured part of the plant, whatever liquid is oozing out, this process is known as bleeding. due to injury, whatever liquid is oozing out, this is known as what? Bleeding. And what happens in bleeding? What is released out? That is plant sap and sugar. And from where it is released out? From the ruptured part of the plant. And what is the reason for bleeding? That is the root pressure which helps in bleeding. So here this part gets ruptured, and after rupturing, whatever plant sap is moving out with the sugars, this is known as bleeding. So this is all for this chapter. I hope it is clear to you all. Thank you everyone.